Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the Sobomate Harry Football channel. Bruh, today was a very disappointing day. Today was a bad day in office for us. Today was a very, we displayed defensive catastrophe. Bro, our defense was so bad today. It was actually very bad today. First of all, apart from the players, I feel like Enzo MARESCA has a part for the blame today. The choice he made with the starting 11, I don't think it was a good choice. So let's start. How did we line up today? We started with Jorgensen in goal. We played Disasi right back, left back Cucurella. Then the two CBs were Tosin and Badiashile. And then in the holding midfield, we had Renato VEIGA and Enzo Fernandez. And on the right side of the attacking midfield, we had Dewsbury Hall. The left side, we had Mikhailo Mudryk. And then in the center, we had Cole Palmer. Up top, we had Nkunku. First of all, where I don't agree with this starting lineup was, please tell me why Renato VEIGA is playing in the midfield. Renato VEIGA isn't meant to be playing in the midfield. He showed times without numbers in the past when he played in the midfield. He showed how uncomfortable he could be in the midfield. He showed that time without number. He's not a midfielder. He's very much of a defensive player. Technically he's okay, but he's not technically good enough to play in the Chelsea midfield. I personally, he's a left back, but I think he's a centre back. From his attributes, I think he's a centre back. People may say, oh, I'm chatting shit, How can I say Renato VEIGA is a centre back? But in my opinion, with the attribute he has, with the way he plays, I think he'll do great at centre back. He's not a midfielder. So I'll be very excited if Enzo MARESCA stops playing what's his name again? Renato VEIGA in the midfield. Secondly, the second default he made in our tactic, he literally put what's his name? Dewsbury Hall on the right, like basically right wing, right attacking midfield. And Dewsbury Hall is not a winger. He doesn't have the pace to play in that position. He does not have to play, he does not have the pace to play on the flanks. He should have played Enzo Fernandez and what's his name? Enzo Fernandez and Dewsbury Hall in the defensive midfield. He should have played them as the holding midfielder. If he wanted to play Renato VEIGA, he could have played Renato VEIGA as the left back and then played Cucurella right back. We've seen times without number. Was it last season or 2 seasons ago that Cucurella, he's not really a bad right back. He can actually play in the right back. If he really wanted to play Renato VEIGA today, he should have played him left back, not defensive midfield. Then you can play Cucurella right back, because just how we play Gusto left back, Cucurella can also play right back. Then you pick between Disasi and Badiashile. For me, I'll pick Disasi because I think Badiashile is one of the worst centre backs in the Premier League, and I'm not playing around. I don't think he's good. I think he's lazy. He's too laid back. He's not confident. And let me tell you why I think Badiashile is not confident. If you see when Badiashile is playing, he plays it too safe. He literally plays the ball to what's in front of him. Like he doesn't look to the side. He doesn't scan. He literally plays what he sees in front of him. He doesn't scan, he doesn't look left to right, and he doesn't pass the ball quick enough. That is one of my problems with Chelsea this season. We don't have defenders that make our transition from the back quick enough. As we can see, how did we concede that first goal? Badiashile gets the ball. He passes it into Renato VEIGA. First of all, he passed it to somebody that was marked. A player that's, just like I said, he passes to only what's in front of him. And what was in front of him was Renato VEIGA. And at that point, Renato VEIGA was marked. He didn't look right. He didn't look left. He passed what was in front of him. Gave it to Renato VEIGA. Renato VEIGA was already marked. Comes to my second point. Renato VEIGA is not a midfielder. He's not. As a midfielder, you always have to, when your center backs are with the ball, you always have to be in a position where you're not marked. And Renato VEIGA was marked. He's not a midfielder. He was played in the midfield and he was marked. So immediately he got the ball, he lost it. And then they were able to score the first goal. And then the second goal was an own goal by Disasi. That mistake, it happened. So I can't really... That was a terrible mistake, but it happens, But, see, Badiashile is a bad defender, and I don't think he's good enough to be playing in Chelsea. I think he should be sold this January transfer window. He needs to be sold. So I feel like he should have started Disasi and Tosin as the two center backs, and then right back you can play Cucurella. And because if you really want Renato VEIGA to play, then you play him as a left back. That's what you do. He's a defensive player. I think he can only play left back or center back. In my opinion, those are the two positions I think he's good. He's good at playing only. I don't think he's not technical enough to be a midfielder. So, all these tactical defaults, it brings me to question, is Enzo Maresca as good as people think he is? One of the reasons I started this YouTube channel is because sometimes when I hear people talking about football, I just feel like a lot of people give the shittest analysis. I just think they do. They give the shittest analysis. So, I made this YouTube channel to give my own unique analysis of the games. Like, bro, a lot of people don't know football and they be out there chatting shit. They don't know football, bro. They just they hype people too quick. I've seen a lot of situations where players and managers are hyped. They don't see the little defaults they make, but they hype. Is Enzo Maresca as good as people think he is? If he was good as people think he is, he won't be in support of the sale of Chalobah or the loan out of Chalobah, because we can see our playing out from the back were a bit sloppy with that, and Chalobah is the type of defender that's perfect to keep the composure at the back. If he was a great manager, if he was as great as people thought he was, he wouldn't have been on loan. Enzo Maresca wouldn't have let him go on loan, because we can see we don't have 5-star center backs. We have 3.5-star center backs. Bruh, it was a very disappointing game today, I feel like Badiashile had a terrible performance. The only thing he did good was the through ball he gave to Mudryk that was a bit threatening. That was the only thing he did good in this game. People think he's good just because he plays just safe passes, He has 98% pass accuracy. just plays to the next man. He's not a good centre back. Yeah, Mudrik played all right. Dewsbury Hall shouldn't even have been on the flanks. It doesn't even make sense in my opinion. So is Enzo Maresca as good as people think he is? I don't think he's good. He's made the perfect. I think he's a good coach, but I don't think he's as good as people say he is. He's made the perfect starting lineup in the attack, but our defensive starting lineup has been catastrophic. In the press conference, when he was giving out how Chelsea was going to line up a few weeks ago, he said that his two starting centre backs are going to be Fofana and Colwill. Fofana is not a good centre back. I rather Tosin. Tosin is a better centre back than Fofana. Fofana is very unreliable with the ball. He's not good on his feet. Position wise, you can catch him out of position a couple times. Bruh, I feel like he's a good coach attacking wise, but I don't think Enzo Maresca knows anything about the defense. If he knew about the defense and transition play, he won't have loaned out Chaloba. He won't even think of putting Fofana as our first choice centre back. So I don't think he knows anything about the defense, in my opinion. Another point I have to make here, one of my favorite players in Chelsea is Joao Felix. Joao Felix has been treated unfairly in this club, man. I feel like the fact that we've literally made him a second team player, and even when we're playing the first team in the league games, he barely even comes on. Last week he never came on. We never saw him in action. And Joao Felix is a very talented player. I call him the magician, bro. He is the football magician. He's a very talented player. He's very technically good. His dribbling is good. Like I've always said in my previous videos, left to me, I will play him in strike. People are saying, they see a reason why he doesn't play is because Cole Palmer is better. Yeah, obviously Cole Palmer is our best player in the team. That's fine. But that doesn't mean Joao Felix can only play in central attacking midfield. Joao Felix, if anybody doesn't know, Joao Felix is a very versatile player. He could play on the left wing. He could play on the right wing. He could even play as a striker. So when you say, he can only play here, bro, that you're limiting his abilities. He has the abilities to play on the wing, left or right. He has the ability to play as a striker. So if it was up to me, the three attacking midfielders that we usually start in Sancho, Palmer, and Madueke, that's perfect. But our striker, I would have made it Joao Felix instead of Nicolas Jackson. Just because of the technical. Nicolas Jackson has been good this season, but Joao Felix is just a better football player than him. He's more technical than Nicolas Jackson. Not saying Jackson is not technical. He's a technical player. But my four attacking players will be on the right side. This will be the first team. On the right side, we have Madueke. On the left side, we have Sancho or Neto, because the last game we started Neto. Yeah, last game we started Neto, which was tactical brilliance from Enzo Maresca to start him. I must commend him for that. So either Sancho or Neto on the left, and then in the middle, obviously we have Palmer, and up top we have Joao Felix. Play what's best for the team. You don't just say, because he's a striker, because he's a midfielder, he can't play this, he can't play that. If anything, you shouldn't look at where they play. You should look at the attributes of players and think about, oh, you know, with his attributes, he can also play here. That's what good managers do. You know, good managers see attributes in player, and if they see a need of changing their positions due to the fact that they believe that they've got the requirements to fit in a certain position better than where they play right now, then why not do it? Like, for me, in my opinion, I think Renato Veiga will be a great center back for us. I think he's a left back, but I think he's more of a center back than a left back. With his attributes, he's giving me center back vibes. Like, literally, he's giving me center back vibes. So I feel he's a center back. I think Renato Veiga will be a great center back, because think about it. What we're looking for in the team this season is center backs that could pass the ball quick from the back. I said Renato Veiga is not technical enough to be a midfielder, but he's very technical enough to be a center back. And as a center back, we've all seen he's a very defensive player. He's solid, he's strong, he's got hard tackles, he knows how to win balls, he knows how to win headers. And I feel like he'll be decent as a center back. So, bruh, why not try things out, you know? Don't just think, oh, it has to be Fofana because Fofana is a center back. He's a center back that can't use his feet. So take him out of the team. It's as simple as that. Bruh, I think ENZO MARESCA is a good coach. However, I don't think he's a great coach. I don't think he's as good as people think he is. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thank you for watching the Chelsea Newcastle Carabao Cup review. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have a good day. Take care.